Alright, so are we recording? No. Recording over there. I assume we're recording over here. Alright, yeah, we're recording. That took way more work than I thought it was going to take. We've got camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and are we recording here? What's going on? Okay, I guess we're recording over here now. So, this is my website. For my website, I chose to do a portfolio. I decided to do this because I need to do one anyway for my projects and stuff for the future. And it's just would be an easy place to kind of just put everything on, in one certain place and be able to access it or send people there, and then that place would in turn be able to link the people that would go, the website traffic, to other places like my social media pages or whatever of that nature. So basically I decided that I wanted to keep it simple and condensed. I like having it able to be read on mobile, I guess, if that makes sense. It's not exactly optimized for mobile, but my site is basically vertical. It's a vertical. I think personally, my belief that everything on the web needs to be optimized for vertical scrolling, because everything like Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff is meant to scroll through with your thumb, and it's just a big endless vertical list. So I actually had this monitor here that's on the left usually is turned portrait orientation, but recently I've had it just kind of this way, just so that I can get everything looked at the same way, and it takes up less space. Anyway, onto the website. So basically I use a program called Brackets to edit HTML, which is different than the recommended one that they tell us to use, which I think is Notepad++, which it's not a bad program, but I just found Brackets, and here it is right here. So I'm going to open that up. Comes up with some default. Oh, I guess that camera died. Okay, that's nice. So we're going to, oh cool, yeah, right, it has it all pulled up. So we're going to put that over there, and then we'll do a live preview. This is something I really like about Brackets. It's called live preview, and it enables you to see, to be looking at, over on the left side, to be looking at your text and everything, and all of your HTML. And then on the right, be able to see, if I clicked this, see how it lit up? This is what I'm editing. So if I highlighted this, then this over here is what is actually being edited, which is really nice. My website is very simple. I really like how simple it is, just because it's easy to go up and down, navigate through. You've got all your headers here, H1, H2, H3, all the sizes or whatever. The body text, the para/P, whatever it's called. I was going to work on putting actual filler text in here, but I decided to put placeholder. I gave a little description of myself here, and you can see that right here. I gave a description of what each section would be in H3. Didn't want anything too giant or anything, or standy outy. I left it all kind of justified to the left, except for the pictures. I got them centered, or at least I tried to. Something wasn't cooperating right. Also, basically the way I made my CSS sheet is there's this really helpful feature in Brackets. I can click quick edit, or do the little command E or whatever shortcut, and it brings down a thing that lets me input a new rule. It would go directly to the thing I selected. So this, I would click new rule, and it would put the P that I selected in the style sheet, and then I would be able to do whatever I want, I don't know, make it text align center or something, and then it would put it all in the center like this. So I really like this, this whole being able to look at this and then and edit the text and look over here, and all of a sudden, it's what I wanted to do, but I didn't like that, so I'm gonna take that away. Okay, so my style sheet looks like this. There's a little button here that means I haven't saved it recently. That's helpful. I look at that a lot, so I'll just go ahead and save that real quick. But yeah, so I basically some of these things I had to Google, like the hexadecimals. I didn't know some of the colors off the top of my head. But yeah, I chose the fonts and everything. I picked it all out and put it together. I had to Google some of these things, like how to make the margin automatically scale to whatever, so that it will do this when you resize like a window. It'll do that kind of thing, which is really nice, and I think a lot of websites do that. So I wanted to keep it really simple, so I had a black background. As you can see here, I had a black background with a white paper type thing that you can scroll down. This logo here, I made it myself back in I think 2013 or 2014. I was able to make it during a fine arts academy that I actually went to here at Milligan, and so basically to put these in, it's a very simple process. I just go to my HTML page and I go to where I wanted it, the heading right here. So I titled it graphics/logo, or the folder was graphics right here, and then the logo was inside it. So if I wanted to do it again, I would go to image, I would type, well, I need to have it in the class, so image 2, and then put the source as, and see how when I type these things, I don't know if HTML or Notepad++ does this, I'm not sure, but if I wanted to, I could do source and then enter, and then it would give me automatically quotation marks and let me like pick what I wanted to. So I'll pick the folder graphics, which is that, and then in the folder graphics there's only one thing, which is my logo, so I'll just click that, and it automatically puts it in the text form. It's really easy. So yeah, my first image is one of my favorites that I've taken. It's this picture you can see here of this church behind some barbed wire, and I chose it, and I put these, I chose it out of the folder, and I put them all in the same folder, so you can see I named them barbed wire, church and barbed wire, Dollywood, highway, all that stuff. So if you click on them, you can see a preview of them, and I think you can even drag them in. I don't want to mess around with that though. And another thing is, if you have like this right here, if you wanted to make a clickable boundary in order to send people who click on that thing to another web page, it's really easy to do here, because you can look and see the pixels, so you can basically select, or not select, but like see where the pixels are and be able to map it out and just add that to like your margin or whatever, so it's easier to get an idea of where your box is going to be, even though you can't really see it. So yeah, that's basically my project. I guess my Bandicam just stopped recording. I guess my recording software, Bandicam, has put this frozen image of me down in the bottom of my... That was fun. Okay, anyway. Most of my site, admittedly, is sort of placeholder text. Oh, what happened here? Oh, here we go, okay. So, sorry, it's placeholder text, but I intend to use this as my actual website in the future. So I'm going to go through, probably after I finish editing this even, and put in text and descriptions of the images like I intended to in that past. But yeah, so I'll basically post some of my favorite images here, sort of like a blog, and then eventually we'll have a page that links off of it where old blog posts will be archived, and then you'll be able to select from a list. The majority of what I want it to be is done, so I consider it good. So I guess that's just about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, everybody. That camera back there, that one back there, died on me, so I guess I'm just not gonna use it. Alright, so there it is. My bracket software combined with live edit feature. Yeah, that's about it. If you want to know more, let me know, but that's pretty much my presentation.